Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk Bulldog volleyball. And with us, head coach Tia Brandel-Wilhelm. And coach, first of all, welcome back and congratulations on a 5-match winning streak here.
Thank you, and thanks for having us here.
This past weekend, you were at home for the first time all season. I know your players were looking forward to being at home, and certainly with a new scoreboard, new banners, some new improvements to the facility, it was a great weekend to be at home.
It was nice to be at home. It seems like a long time since we've played at home, so it was really nice there. We had really fun crowd, really enthusiastic group, and so it was great to be here.
You went to Tampa to start the year in a very tough tournament against some top competition, and since then you came back, you've opened conference play, 4-0 start in the GLIAC, and certainly where you want to be record-wise in terms of the GLIAC.
Yeah, we're always happy to get a win. The conference is so strong, and it's really tough again this year, so any win that we can get in the GLIAC, we're just happy to get it, and we're just focusing one game at a time as we go through it all.
What did those matches early in the year in Tampa, what did that do to help prepare you for the GLIAC?
You know, it put us under a lot of stress, and we had, with the travel and then playing all the matches, and I think it exposed to us some areas that we needed to be better as a team for sure, and exposed some of our individual weaknesses, and just gave us a lot of opportunity to handle the stress and to come up with solutions. So that was nice, but we'll see that every weekend in the GLIAC too, that same level of competition, and now we're playing teams that have had a chance to really scout us, and so that just ups the level of what we have to do in our execution.
We'll go to Friday's match first, taking on Walsh University, and first of all, a great crowd on hand for a Friday night match, and a lot of support from the Ferris State fans.
Yeah, we had great support there. We had a lot of student athletes were there from all the different teams. We had community members there. It was a really big crowd, really loud crowd. I don't often see the crowd because my back's to them most of the time, but I can hear, when my players can't hear me out on the court, I know that we've got a good crowd, and I have to stand up and really speak to get them to hear what I say.
As we'll see in some of the highlights, 3-0 win for the Bulldogs, and got production from a lot of different areas, a lot of balance in this effort.
Yeah, we had a really good opportunity. A lot of different players played, and we have quite a few middles that are doing well this year, so they're really getting a lot of time, and it was nice to see all of them do well here. And then Aspen there made her debut she redshirted last year, so it was exciting. She did a great job, just went out there and played with such good energy here. So, but yeah, it was a good offensive weekend for a lot of our players, just to get opportunities in game play.
You mentioned those middle hitters, obviously some experience returning from last year's Elite 8 team, but some young freshmen that are seeing a lot of action.
Mm-hmm. We have, we have Caroline Heitzman, who's returning from last year, and then we have Claire Grauberg, who is a senior and who's doing very well. She's very disciplined in her execution, and she really knows the game well. Then we have a couple freshmen in that mix too. Maria Kroner there, and we saw earlier Ayanna Buckley, and they're all doing well. And they're pushing each other, and it's just giving us a chance to have, be able to have the person out there who really matches up best with the team that we're playing.
Obviously a returning setter, and Stephanie Sikorsky, talk about what that experience, having a year under her belt, what that's meant.
The first year was tough for her. I mean, it's tough to play as a freshman in the GLIAC, let alone play such a pivotal role as the setter spot. And she certainly deserved to be out there. She's a very good athlete, a very good setter, but there was a lot to be learning all the time. And I feel like she's now progressing to a point where she knows the things that she is doing, and she understands the game plan, so it's just really made a big difference in how much she's able to do on the court and how much we can ask of her as far as just improving different aspects of the game.
You get the 3-0 win over Walsh, and then you have to turn right around, preparation, scouting, and get ready for Malone on Saturday, and an early afternoon match. Just talk about that quick turnaround time and how you prepare for that second opponent.
Yeah, it's hard, definitely, but it's just what you do in volleyball. You always play Friday, Saturday. Sometimes it's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, so there's a lot of fast turnaround. And Malone presents a unique challenge because they're very aggressive with their offense, and they really force you to do some different things with your defense, and to just really pay attention to their hitters. So yeah, you see.
Again here, I was going to say against Malone, Ayanna Buckley there, a chance to play some other players again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had quite a crew that got to play again, and that's nice to be able to get that mixture of athletes in there, because you don't see that a lot in the GLIAC. And every day in practice, every person's working hard, and we get to see their improvements. But it's just nice to be able to put that out there for the fans to see as well.
With players like Courtney Ream, Megan Vandermeer, Lexi Honey, it seems like any given night a different player is going to lead you in kills.
Yeah, that's our hope. Yeah, that's definitely our hope. We don't want to be dependent on one player. We feel like we have an opportunity to be balanced offensively. So, but even with that, we still want to spend the majority of our time working on being balanced and strong on our defense.
Malone on Saturday. You've got a Tuesday match this week against Grand Valley, obviously early in the week, followed by another long road trip to Ohio. What are these two matches here at home? How did that help prepare you for what's ahead on the road?
It was just nice to not be traveling, to just be home and to be able to play in front of our fans. And we're really excited, you know, the new scoreboard, we're really grateful to the administration for that opportunity just to have something that works so well and really looks nice in the facility as well.
Bulldogs here finishing off Malone, a 3-0 win here for Ferris State as you moved to 6-2 on the year, a 5-match win streak. I know you take it one match at a time, but what does that streak mean?
I didn't even know. So it's just not part of what we're doing right now. I mean, we're just, when one match is over, by the time we leave the locker room, and we're just thinking about the next match and what we have to do to be prepared and what sort of things we have to tweak and improve upon from the previous match.
I know you mentioned what you have to do to prepare. What do you have to do to prepare for some of the opponents this week? Obviously, Grand Valley State, a top team, and then you've got to go to Tiffin and Ohio Dominican. What do those challenges present? You
know, Tiffin and ODU are some really strong teams. They both play a little bit different style of offense, so it really taxes your block and your defense. Tiffin runs a very fast pace. Their sets are very quick, very rarely, you know, more than 2 feet above the net. I mean, they're really fast. So it forces your defense to, you know, to be faster and to have to dig more balls without blockers up there. And then Ohio Dominican is, you know, they're very solid in all aspects of the game. So, and they'll strategize and really force you to change what you want to do offensively. So, and then when you're playing Grand Valley, I mean, it's just always, I mean, it's two great teams playing each other, and you just do the best you can on that night and see how it all falls out.
Kind of like the football team, you're back at home October 3rd and 4th, homecoming weekend, and I know you always get a lot of alumni support, a lot of players back anyway, but talk about being able to see some of those players that come back for homecoming.
Yeah, it's interesting to be home on homecoming. It doesn't happen much in my 19 years here. This might be the 3rd time, so it's kind of interesting to be there, and it's fun for us because our players will make more of an effort to be back because they can see so many alumni, not just their volleyball friends, but their friends from all the other teams too. So. Yeah, it's fun. Well,
congratulations again on the great start here to the 2014 season, and best of luck as you head on the road this week.
Thanks, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.